The story and the concept of the film is more, well, there's an old urban legend people talk about where, like, a babysitter's alone at night on the phone, and someone calls her, you know, and then she said, oh, I'm actually upstairs and stuff like that. And this is more of a modern digital age version of that story, only actually it's probably in some ways more realistic because you hear a lot of stories about online predators and stuff like that. So this is actually something that could actually happen. So
Josh stood me up. After 2 weeks of talking, he just doesn't show up.
How did I get involved with the film? Well, I got a call from my friend Ian, who's the producer, and he talked to me about it, sent me over pieces of the script so I could check it out, and it seemed like a really cool project. It seemed like a challenge, so that's basically how it happened.
What the hell do you want?
Where did I get my inspiration for this album? Well, in some ways it was dictated by the schedule and the budget. Oftentimes there's often a phrase, less money, more freedom, because you can do, to make the schedule go faster, you have to do more experimental type style stuff. And it's ironic to me that the stuff, like I've said, that this more conventional actually takes longer, and the stuff that's more experimental that people are afraid of actually takes quicker. So we did a lot of like handheld shots, or, you know, stuff that isn't, or other like just long takes of person just walking around that you might say is boring, but helps add some more suspenseful quality, which I appreciate more.
Yeah, the film did feature a lot of really long takes, and for an actor that is so much fun because, you know, they call action and then you have all this time before they call cut to really get into the moment and really just like live and be there. So it's really fun for like the actual shooting part of it. And then, I mean, I'm a bit of a cinephile, so I always pay attention to movies when they have a really long shot going on because I'm just always impressed because I know how much work goes into that. And you don't really see that too much in horror movies. You know, most horror movies are just like about the thrill and not always about the art of it. And it's really nice when you can have both going on at the same time. And I think One Night Alone really does have a lot of artistic quality as well as the thrills.
The blue picture style for the film, well, we had an option between this and an orange picture style. The reason we chose blue mainly, well, I would say partially because it's my favorite color, but partially because it's more of a, it gives a sepia tone to everything, like a desaturated look, and more of a grim tone rather than orange, which is kind of an earthy color, which you associate with cheery type things, and I would rather not have that. And it also gives everything a weird spacey feel, like dreamlike feel, because you want horror films, I think good horror films at least, should have a more, I guess, how do I say this well, pretty grit, pretty ugliness, you know, that's my favorite type of film, ugly and pretty at the same time.
Hey everyone, I'm Seri DeYoung. Make sure to catch One Night Alone.